How to boost your credit by 200 plus points in weeks. Weeks, I tell you. What up? You got Mr. Smith, 0.5 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and in this brief video, I want to talk to you about boosting your credit score by 200 plus points in weeks. Now, disclaimer. Of course, results vary. Of course, any advice that we suggest or share is not going to be directly applicable to everyone's situation. However, we're going to give two examples of two different clients who had a 200-point boost in a matter of weeks due to what we were doing on their behalf, doing work for them because they hired us for our services. And if that's something you're interested in, click the available link below so you can make sure that you set up the free consultation and we can see if we're a good fit for one another. If not, no big deal. But nonetheless, they were our clients and we were able to do certain things, suggest certain things, give them certain guidance, and they were able to boost their score 200 points in a matter of weeks based on their scenario. Like I said, it doesn't apply to everyone. So I'm gonna give you two different examples, and this may apply directly to you, but if not, hopefully you still gain some type of insight from it, or you can share it with somebody else who you feel may benefit. So I'm gonna talk about client number one. This is a gentleman, and his score was in the 400s. He had nothing but negatives on his report: collections, late payments, just all kind of derogatory items, just due to the fact that he just had been negligent when it came to his credit. And he was honest about that up front. He said, "Hey man, I just didn't even care. I did this, did that." And when I looked at his report, it was all negatives that was showing in the report. So he had nothing positive reporting on his credit report. The only thing that he had working for him is maybe some credit history due to the fact that he had been using his credit, but all of the usage was negative, so it really wasn't serving him any good. However, since I noticed that he had nothing positive reporting, of course we sent out disputes to get things deleted, but the biggest thing he needed was to have some positive items reporting to their credit report. You see, if you got a full slate of negatives, you want to mix in some positives, and the positives will have a strong impact because it's almost like the credit report is fiending or in need of some level of positivity. So it gives it a bigger boost because it's a positive transaction or some positive items being reported in a world of total darkness or negativity. You know what I mean? So if you can take that analogy, then it just totally makes sense. So for him, once we recommended him adding that good positive payment history or that trade line that we recommended, just by him being able to save some of his money and get credit for it, and you can link that below as well. You click the link where it says save money, build credit like a boss, and that's exactly what he did. And because of it, his score went up 225 points across the board in a matter of weeks, all because he did that one thing. So understand the power in that. That's just one client. Now the second client was a little bit different. They had some positives reporting, had some good credit history, and we had some other items deleted previously that caused the score to go up. But in a matter of weeks, we did this one thing that allowed their score to go up 203 points. So what was that one thing? The one thing that we did different, well, and I wouldn't say different, it's just the approach we took, because the other things, we usually work in cycles. So we'll go one way, boom, see it, that results in results. Usually that second will result in results. But sometimes we have to take a different approach due to the laws that protect you as a consumer in the world of credit. And in this case, we were able to get her collections removed. 3 collections. Well, basically it was one collection, but across 3 bureaus. So Experian, TransUnion, Equifax deleted this collection, and as a result, her score went up 203 points. Took her out of the 500 zone into the 600s, soon to be 700s. And then on top of that, we did something else the next day, actually today, because this happened yesterday. So yeah, actually today we did something else, and I'll do a whole nother video on that will reflect in her possibly getting up to 165 points on her score in the upcoming weeks or the weeks to come, or maybe even a month or two to come. So it's powerful information that we've given away for free, but we just want you to understand that it's a couple of different ways you can go about boosting your score up by 200 points, even if you have a credit report that's full of negatives, no positives, or if you have some collections, and depending on your scenario, that collection getting deleted can have a big boost. Now, it depends on your scenario. So don't say, I had a collection removed and then boost my score 200 points. As long as you're moving in the right direction, celebrate that. But these two clients boosted their score over 200 points. And of course, we had scenarios like that. We've had a scenario where a person boosts their score 200 points plus in one bureau. Not across the board, in one bureau. So it just varies on a person's situation. But I wanted to use those two examples. And like I stated, if you need assistance on restoring your credit, click the available link below. On that link, you'll see where you can schedule a free consultation. And if that's something you're interested in and we feel like we're a good fit for one another, then by all means, we'll bring you on as a client. If not, no pressure. Just get access to something. Or you can grab a free credit class so you can take full advantage of understanding how to work the credit game for yourself, if you don't mind going back and forth with the bureaus and disputing certain things, or using the tips and things that we go over to build your credit. That's all I got. Mr. Smith, signing out.